I guess they got it fixed by daughter. Because this is an awful lot of rain too. So, yeah. It rained a bit. Pull the gas line. So I've got this natural gas fitting on here. I don't have all the parts. I need a little short piece of pipe because this is like, where's the difference between 3/8 and 1/2 inch? I guess it'd be 7/8. But anyhow, so I made a hole down here and I ran the big thing through there. So there should be a gas line in there somewhere. I don't know where it went. This is awkward. There should be a gas line in there. Smells like gas line. I was gonna do some cement work today, but not with the floodage. So this is wound up like a hose, but because it doesn't wind like a hose, I got to go downstairs and unwind it and unroll it, and then pull on this. I think I'm gonna pull it to here and then pull an extra couple feet and then cut off in the middle because I have the end fitting on there, but I don't want to pull it all the way out. It's 75 feet or 50 feet. I don't know how much it is. It should be enough for 2 lines. So I want one gas line to end up here and one to end up over here. And then if necessary, I can add more later on, maybe. I don't know. I am looking at a table on the Craigslist that's 6 feet long. I kind of felt that whole area, just more space. And it's something I could use later on over there for a gardening bench or maybe over here. As soon as I get this thing up and operational, I can get rid of this, donate this. And this is, I'm gonna replace. I'll probably just get rid of both of those. Then I can put the table here. I don't know. Rain. Was gonna go to property down south, but the weather was horrible. I should have probably gotten the wood, but you know, this rain would have been miserable driving in and dealing with that, because as soon as I get it, I got to get it off. I found a helper, but I need to pile it all over there or someplace, and that's been the hardest part. He can load it fine with the tractor. So the unloading part that really gets me. But today would have been miserable. Next week I'll be gone, so maybe 3 weeks. It's the diesel fuel line and return line, which goes all the way down along the frame. I had to take off this water pump, the power steering bracket, move the hose, put a zip tie in there, take out the alternator, put the alternator to the side, and pop this up. My God, that thing has a lot of torque. I was using my wrench. It's only a 12-inch wrench to release the idler. Yeah, gotta put that on there. And I gotta zip tie this. I broke that fitting off trying to get it off. Plastic be old. Shut up. So this is the old one. Now, mind you, I cut it because it was easier to cut it to take it out. So there's still fittings on the other side. I'll show you the new one, but it's already in there. You know, it's just rusty here, but right around here, you can see it was leaking. I don't know how bad, but it definitely, you know, again, you can see these are fairly just light rust. There's no juice all over them, but down here it got crusty. They're quick fittings, which should just be quick to put on. There's I gotta put this bolt back. I don't know why I'm pointing to that. I gotta put the bolt in there. That holds it on the frame. Then we're gonna go spray some shit on the fittings and try to use the quick fitting disconnector. Quick fitting on the end here. Basically, it fits around here. You slide this in, you push this in, and it pushes the plastic part. Then it comes over. There's like a round part that's bigger, like as if you glued a washer to it. That's what the fitting fits around. So basically, you're expanding it to allow it to slide off there. We'll see if it works. Guy recommended you take it off in the back and then tear it all apart, and then. But the hose is really expensive, so I don't want to break it. So he said it usually gets gunked up in the front. That's why the back comes off easier. So I'm hopefully going to just clean it out. We're going to give that a go. No, we're going to soak it. It's getting dark out here. I did run my gas lines. I got varying problems with my devices. So this is natural gas. The grill was already set up for natural gas, but the igniter's not working. There's supposed to be an electric sparker. There's extra hose here because I didn't know where I want to put the line. I can always make it shorter, obviously. So then I've got this connected. This problem is it's propane. Propane is a denser gas, so the holes are smaller, so I need to replace the orifices. I drilled one out, but it's way too much. I am having a problem with one of my covers is not watertight. Water's getting in there, so. And then I got a stove at the bottom. I don't know how that's going to work. So I'm just gonna order the orifices, like $15. Over here, I'm gonna have to go in and figure out what's going on. The light, I know it's plugged in and I know it's got juice because the light works, but the sparker doesn't work. Or these are supposed to automatically light, but they do get gas now. I went ahead and put the new briskets in there. Apparently I didn't buy enough. They're only like $12 a box. I need to do a severe clean on this, but I did get it lit. I had to light it manually, hence why that's out. But then my lighter doesn't fit through the holes, so that was kind of a fail. I do like that. I figured out what I can do here. I can take these apart, clean them off, and I'm not going to powder coat them red. And then I'm probably going to do the same thing in knobs. Though I noticed this is new and these are old. This is for the back. There's like a tray here. You can do smoke. Probably never use it. Probably just the 2 burners. This is a handy little tray. And the door doesn't close because the magnetic lock doesn't hit. It doesn't hit because something's bent. So we're going to have to unventilate it. But otherwise, for bacon, this is working well. She's big, but she's working well. Got to find a place for that eventually. I did see on the Facebook Marketplace a table heavier duty than that, but like this, that was 6 feet long, so it'd be about that length. And my thought was to put it either in the corner here, probably not because that's hitting that, or putting it over here. And I may just downsize these two pretty quickly. I really don't need this because I got the pellet. And if I was going to buy a new egg, I'm going to buy a new egg. This obviously is getting replaced by that. So we're on the precipice. It rained cats and dogs yesterday. It was literally up to the top of that block this morning. I put the pump in there and pumped it out. The next concrete job you would think is over here, but it's not. I'm going to take those 8 bags of cement that were donated to me, and I'm going to fill in all the holes on the outside here and part of the inside and get this ready. And make the steps now. I want these steps in. They'll also fit the missing block that I have over here. Then I'll rip all this out, do the block. Actually, I got to rip it all the way back to here and start cement blocking the floor in. But I need to lay out my walls and all that fun stuff. Stairs are going to go approximately to that post. Next small project will be running electrical outlet up there. I want to power these lights on. I'll put like a switched outlet on that, as well as I want to put a pair of speakers and Amazon Echo, and I'm going to just tuck it, make a little shelf and put it up there, and a little Class D amplifier so I can hear some tunes out here. Eventually I'll have something similar in here. The guy's got a load for me of wood to pick up for the pavilion, which I need because then it wouldn't rain in here as much. So we're gonna probably next week or two. And part of the reason of fixing the truck is that, hence why I got the new wheels and the new tires, and I need to get rid of those tires, which I hope to do tomorrow. Get this stupid fuel line leak fixed, and then we'll be looking better. So those are our new fuel lines right there. And these are the quick cable disconnect things. You can't quite see it, but it's that thing right there. So I got to take this little stub off. But first we got to put that bolt in up here on that bracket, enhance right there, and then go ahead and see if we can get these fucking things off. That should be easy, all right? That should be just fine. Good thing this hose is always in the way. Yeah, but you can see something is all over the place, and I'm pretty sure it was the fuel because it tastes like fuel. So yeah, in fact, you can't see it now, but I dumped a bunch here. Oh, there's that zip tie. Remind me to replace that zip tie for the upper radiator hose. This is classy. Back up. Why do we have two? These are my new fuel lines. They're pretty. This is the same kind of fitting. I didn't take these off though. I replaced the lines all together. Just slide that little thing in there, wherever that is. Nothing to it but to get really dirty. This is bothersome. This thing. No, it's not going to do it. Rocks a lot. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Maybe it is. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's supposed to. I think these joints are bad. They look original. We'll grease these tomorrow, unless it rains. Probably gonna rain. I ordered new ones. These are the lines, so I was able to get these off underneath there. It wasn't very pretty, but it was a little more room. You gotta pop this clip off first, and this one, you can see I bent the crap out of that, trying to get it off. So this is the ends right there, and basically they're just like little, they clip in, so you got to push those tabs back. So I was able to use the plastic ones. They seem to work better than the metal one being that. So we're going to go ahead and try and get this one out. I might be able to just use some small screwdrivers because I'm just pushing those apart. But there's 4 of them, so you got to do all 4. Then the thing pops out. If I can get this out, I may just put this back in there and send the old one back. I did do Amazon. I don't like always doing Amazon, but they're easy to return. So that's what we're going to do. Either way, I had to get these out. If I was going to replace them, they had to come out. So did some box procrastination earlier. Something trying to get through there. I assume it's my dog. I don't know what she's doing. Anyhow, I was going to clean the gutters, but I don't have my offsets. They're at my father's house. And so I moved some bricks around and dirt. I made a little brick path in the backyard, but I got rid of the stack that's been there for 7 years. Hey, get out of there.